Disclaimer: the insights and opinions shared on this show are for educational and entertainment purposes only. Before making any financial decisions, we recommend consulting with a qualified professional to better understand your unique financial situation. Welcome to the Investors Playbook Show, where our mission is clear: empowerment through financial education. We firmly believe that financial freedom isn't a privilege, it's a right that's available to everybody. Each week, we dive deep into the world of finances, breaking down complex topics and making them accessible and actionable for everyone. As we grow this community, we invite you to join us on this journey. Why tune in? Because together, we're not just learning about wealth, we're building a movement, reshaping futures, and proving that with the right knowledge, financial success is within everyone's reach. It's time to get off the sidelines. Let's go. Welcome back to another episode of Investors Playbook. As always, you have your co-hosts, Deshaun and Cornell. Cornell, how you feeling, bro?
I'm feeling great, man. Just came from the gym, uh, shooting lights out in the game of 21. Of course I won. Like, not always, but when I do win, it feels good. How
No,
you
look,
feeling,
hey,
bro?
the past is history, bro.
You right.
Today you won, and that's what matters, bro. That's what
You know
matters.
what? I appreciate that, bro.
The past is
But
history. You can't knock your win by talking about, oh, but I know. Nah, forget all that. You won, bro.
you
Congrats.
right. I won and I'm gonna keep winning. I appreciate
There
that,
you
bro.
go. That's
So
what's up, man. That's what's up. Speaking of winning, I think today we're gonna talk about motivation, man. We're gonna talk about what motivates people, what motivates you, what motivates me, how people can stay motivated. But before we get into that, some
you gonna
announcements.
you gonna tell us how you feeling, bro?
Oh, you ain't asked.
I was trying to, but
You ain't you
speaking of
ain't,
your,
you ain't, you ain't even asked me, man. Nah. I'm feeling really good, bro. I'm actually feeling really motivated. To keep it a buck with you, August was one of the busiest months. Specifically, August 2024 was one of the busiest months of my life, bro. I felt like I was moving nonstop, and not just moving like doing things, but like traveling. I was gone a lot between. Well, really, it started before August when we hit Texas,
oh yeah,
and then
that was dope.
bachelor party in Atlanta and Carabana, and then it was the AI conference, and then it was Blackest Tech, and then it was Invest Fest, and it was just like, bro,
Back to back
non-stop.
to
And
back.
none of that is in LA. None of that was in LA, right? And
Yeah.
then I just had, Devon just had his wedding like a couple of days ago, so it was just like boom, 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 boom,
Congrats to
nonstop.
Devon.
Right.
Yeah.
Congrats, huge congrats to Devon, man. Hey, look, Devon, Candace, congrats to you all. I am looking forward to seeing you all's union just grow and blossom. It was a beautiful wedding, bro, too. Like, I don't know if you've seen some of the pictures that we took or some of the videos, but it was awesome. Can't wait to get those so we can post more. But yeah, August was just a crazy month. But it's like, you ever heard that song? I can see clearly now the rain. Like
Yeah.
that song. And it's
Yeah.
not that it was rain. It was all these things I
It's,
chose, right?
yeah, for sure, for sure.
All these things I chose, right? I chose to go to the AI conference. Chose to do the all that traveling, right? Like that was by choice. But now I got like no travel in September. I'm chilling. I'm locking down. I actually started this thing called Project 50 today. I don't know if you heard about that.
I have not. What is Project 50?
All right, let me tell you about Project 50. 7 rules. Wake up every day before 8 a.m. Easy.
Easy.
Read 10 pages of a nonfiction book.
Okay.
Work out for one
Can
hour.
can you listen to it or you gotta
I'm,
read it?
I'm I could listen to it. I'm going to read though. I'm going to read 10 pages because I don't know what listening to 10 pages would be like. I don't know. So I'm gonna just actually sit down and read 10 pages. So wake up every day before 8, read 10 pages. Wake up every day before 8, read 10 pages, work out for 1 hour every day. Easy.
No rest
Um,
days?
Rest days can be like you could walk, right? That could be a workout. Just
Okay.
yeah. You don't have to go harder in the paint every single day. You could walk for an hour, or just do
like one of the workout videos, I don't know, crunches or something, but just every day for an hour,
Something.
commit to working out. Then work on one skill for 1 hour, right? It could be anything. What I am going to do and what I'm going to choose to do is either, and it won't be the same thing every day for me. It's going to be a combination of getting better at making our podcast and our, like, the editing side of it. Like, I want to commit more time to making that more, I don't know, just visually more appealing, sounding better. And then, of course, I want to study for my CISSP. So that's the fourth rule. Fifth rule is eat a healthy diet, which, just no junk food. What is the sixth rule? The sixth rule, oh, daily morning routine, whatever that is for you. So some routine in the morning for 1 hour. And then the last one is write about it every day. So, like, just talk about your day, journal it. So it's not crazy. It's not, super hard. Um, yeah. But I started that today.
That's
So
real. Congrats, man.
looking
I hope you
forward,
do
looking forward
well.
to it. Thank you, bro.
I hope you do well. I have a question. So, like, when it comes to the journaling, I've
hmm
heard a lot of positive things, like a lot of reasons why people journal. What is your personal reason for starting to journal?
I want to be able to remember what I did that day, what I didn't do that day, and really just kind of how whatever accomplishments I made has affected me that day, like how it made me feel. And to be honest with you, it probably won't be me specifically journaling. I do to-do lists. Like, I write to-do lists and then I check them off. So my journaling, that's going to be part of that. Figuring out what I need to do the next day. Um, and then what I didn't accomplish that day, why didn't I accomplish it? Like, what held me up? What was the reason why I didn't do this thing? Was it me being lazy? Was it because I got distracted? So it's less about me just always talking about how I'm feeling and more like, what can I do actionably the next day that I didn't do today? Like, I need that to be written down.
For sure, for sure.
Yeah.
I feel like you doing this is a great way to stay motivated, and that's actually the topic that we have for today. Because you get a lot of people that have certain goals, but it's hard for them to just mentally stay locked in.
Right.
So I feel like if in this episode we just give people a few strategies and also let them know how important it is to stay motivated. And even if you're not motivated, to stay disciplined.
hmm
Because I feel like even when you don't feel like doing something and you're not motivated to do something, if you have it in your routine and you're disciplined enough to do it, it's going to happen anyway.
Right. Exactly. And we talk about that a lot too, right? Like, motivation comes in spurts. It it's like drinking coffee or something, right? Like, you get that energy, but once that coffee wears off, once that motivation wears off, what's going to maintain you? What's going to have you continue doing what you need to do, right? So motivation, I think, is amazing. It should not be the sole thing that you rely on, but it can definitely get you out of a rut, right? Like, and another example of motivation was when we were just at investments. Dude, I was crazy motivated just seeing how everyone else was making moves, investing, starting businesses, different ideas that not even that they were necessarily giving us, but ideas that they had. And I was like, man, how can I incorporate that? How can we incorporate that into Investors Playbook, right? Like, how can we do exactly what they're doing for their business, which has nothing to do with financial literacy? How can we bring that over here? It was just tons of ideas, tons of motivation, and just good positive energy. So yeah, I think motivation is important, um, especially when you are in that kind of rut situation. You don't really know where to go, or you're feeling down, or you're dwelling on your failures too much, right? Beating yourself up. It's good to have what I would just say, like a pick me up, someone to just, or something that can just kind of get you out of um, that feeling of hopelessness. And that might be a strong word, but but that feeling of just not really knowing where to go or what to do, or just that feeling of not feeling like doing anything, right? So what do you think is the most important aspect of motivation, right? Like, because a lot of different things can motivate people in a lot of different ways. But what do you think is the most important aspect of motivation? And I
I
guess
think
I might be asking it weird, but
Nah,
I
I
think you get
got
what.
it. I feel like the single most important thing that you need when it comes to motivation is a vision. You have to know where you are going, because
Mhm.
it's like even if you're motivated, you don't know what to do if you don't know where you're going.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Like there's so many different paths that we can take in life, and if you don't know what path to take, what good is it for you making any type of progress? You might not be making progress towards the right thing. Say you want to your passion is financial literacy, but you're in school getting a degree in theater. You get what I'm saying? It's like, yeah, you're putting effort into something, but are you moving forward when it comes to what you want to do? Is that theater degree really going to help you if your passion is teaching financial literacy?
Right.
You see what
Yeah.
I'm saying? So we got to know what direction we're going, and we need to be intentional about making moves that go towards that goal. And no one can tell you where what your path is. You have to figure that part out. You have to do the work to figure out where you want to go. So I think vision is the most important. What about you?
No, I mean, I think that without knowing where you want to go, it's kind of hard to be motivated, right? Well, I said that, and as I said it, I feel like even if someone doesn't know exactly where they want to go, they could possibly be motivated, but it would be directionless motivation, right? That you can rally like troops, or you can rally people to do something that they don't even necessarily really want to do, or that they didn't know they wanted to do, until you explain to them, hey, you can do this, these things exist. um so I do think that knowing where you want to go is very important. I think also something that is very important is having people around you that can motivate you. I'm one who really believes that things like friendship, brotherhood, um, like partnership, that matters. And trying to live and navigate this world by yourself, it is extremely difficult, um, because humans, they get sad, they get happy, they need other people in their lives, right? So I think having a support system, having people around you who can motivate you, is one of the most important things when it comes to motivation. Now the caveat to that is that those people aren't going to always be there, right? So getting motivation and needing that to be like, having other people always motivate you is like a double-edged sword, because when they're there, cool, they got your back, they can motivate you. But if they're not available, then it becomes like, well, where do I get my motivation from, so I think having a support system can be very powerful. But the moment that support system is, no longer available, that person can then become lost once again. So I think definitely a combination of knowing why you want to be motivated, knowing your reason behind it, and then also having a support system to, pull you up when you are feeling down. But if they're not available, still being able to rely on yourself and your reason to stay motivated. I think, yeah, both of those are very important.
I
But
think I think the way I think is vice versa. I'm going to depend on myself first. You see what I'm saying? And
no, I feel
then
it. I feel it.
in times where I am lacking motivation, then I'll lean on the people. But definitely, I don't know. Me, I'm always going to promote me myself, like self motivation more than anything. I feel like that's the most gold concept,
I
because no
agree.
matter what everyone else is doing, because most people fall off of whatever they're doing. You see what I'm
Hmm.
saying? That's just most people. Me, I hold myself to a different standard. I don't give myself the same excuses that I would let someone else have. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because I don't know, in my head, I visualize myself as elite. It just is what it is. I feel like I can handle more than most people. I feel like there are no excuses, and my thing is either I'm going to make it happen or I'm not. If I miss like a post or I miss something, it's on me. I can't say, oh, but I had to do this and this, whereas another person, I might say, okay, they got a lot on their plate. I don't let stuff like that fly from me. You see what I'm saying? I'm still going to make it happen. Yeah, I got a lot on my plate, but the thing is, I chose this. I
Right.
chose this life, and with a lot of with all this responsibility that I chose, I still have to perform. You get what I'm saying? So that's just with me. I'm always going to depend on my motivation first, and I get into those moments where I'm just like, man, I don't feel like doing that. But then that's when I have my support system to push me back up, and then it's all like, okay, yeah, I can do this. I'm back. I'm back on it. So
Yeah.
that's how my head works.
No, I think it takes a level of self-efficacy in order for you to get to that to get into that mindset of self-motivation. I think that that comes with progress, that comes with, and it depends on your personality and all that, right? Like everyone's different. Um, but some people can't even get there until someone else has shown them or told them or motivated them enough in their own life to where they say, okay, this person who cares about me has now motivated me enough so to where now I'm at a level that I can motivate myself. Some people haven't even reached that level yet, is what I'm saying, Cornell. So I definitely agree. At the end of the day, you have to ultimately rely on self, right? Because if everyone and everything goes away, right? And I don't mean like apocalypse or anything like that, but I mean you can move, right? Your friends can move away. You can, like, anything can happen, right?
Or they can be busy. You see what I'm
Right.
saying?
It
Like,
could be something as simple as that. Like they just can't hang out. They can't talk to you on the phone. They can't reply to your text message as fast as you need them to. So in those moments, yeah, you do have to get to that. All right, they aren't available. My motivation that I rely on is not available. What can I do now? But yeah, I think that takes a that takes like work, right? It takes work. Um, and I think that also takes just a level of confidence, a level of believing in yourself too.
for
And
sure.
until you get to that level, it makes it more difficult for you to motivate yourself. So with you being there, if you could give tips, what are some of the things that you have experienced in your life that have allowed you to say, I rely on self, I don't need to rely on other people? Was it always like that, or has it kind of, did it
It wa-
grow into that?
it was definitely not always like that because as you know me. You've known me for a
Yep.
long time.
Mm-hmm.
It you all actually helped me get to the point where I believe more about myself. Like when coming to Savannah, that was pretty much one of the best things that happened to me. Like meeting y'all, you, Vic, and
Mm-hmm.
pretty much everybody else that was around me at that time. I feel like that moment in my life allowed me to realize I could do a lot more. Like just getting into the point where I'm building more relationships. Not like how I am now, but I was still building relationships at that time. And also, I was starting to work out. I had never been into the gym before. Just getting into that. So I think that raised my self-efficacy. And also now I'm able to visualize what success looks like for me. I think that's the biggest thing. I see what I want out of life and I know how that would make me feel, or at least how I think that it would make me feel. And my thing is I'm going to relentlessly chase it no matter what. And no person, no excuse, no obstacle is going to stop me from
Right.
getting to that. So I think that's the biggest thing, visualizing success. And as you said, like sometimes you do need those people around you that see your value and they're pouring positive into you because in life you get a lot of negatives,
Right.
but it's important when you have that support system that and they're pouring those positive things into you, and especially like when you meet strangers and they see the positive in you. I think that helps also. So yeah, visualizing success and having a great support system is what allowed me to get to this mind frame of where I am now. What about you, bro? How like has it always been in your head to where you knew that you can accomplish anything, or is this something new for you?
No, man, definitely not always in my head. I was it might surprise you, but I was a very, very shy kid growing up, bro. Like I always was just like, no, I don't. I mean, I don't know. I just always um ne- never really wanted the attention like that. I never really wanted to be around. It wasn't until similar to you. Like I got to college, I met people outside of just my immediate community, like up the street, down the street. And I think a lot of that has to just do with exposure too, right? Like you're meeting people who are from all different parts of the country, all different parts of the world. And don't get me wrong, Savannah's not like the biggest school. And a lot of people who are in Savannah or who go to school in Savannah, or who went to Savannah State were either from Savannah, like from Atlanta, or not like too far away. But regardless, you're seeing an entirely new set of people, right? Like an entirely new uh, group of people that you just don't know. When I was growing up, it was from middle school to high school, it was pretty much like the same folks, right? Like I'm seeing the same people, and me going to college, meeting those same people, people like Vic, people like the Line Brothers, the band, like everyone there who just gave me that motivation, who was just like, bro, you like reminding me of how fire I am, basically, or letting me
Straight
know
up,
how
straight
fire
up.
I am.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? And that's why for me, I think having that support group is so important. Having those people around you to motivate you to really just change your mindset. Because all it takes is someone seeing something in you that you don't see in yourself and just constantly reminding you that it's there. And then you eventually will start to see that that is true. In everything that you told yourself in the past, all the doubts you had about yourself, all the I can't do, all the excuses, they just start to diminish because what the person has said and is saying is really coming true. Like all the things that they said, how good you play the trumpet, or how well you are at sight reading, or how strong
whoa,
you are, or
whoa, somebody told you
oh,
that?
bro, you're a hater. Oh man, the hate is
Oh,
real today.
oh,
Okay, nah, man, but I'm telling you, all that type of stuff, it can really change your mindset, bro. It
yeah,
can seriously
yeah,
motivate you. So for me, yeah, no, definitely not the same. Um, growth, you feel me?
yeah,
100%. Yeah,
yeah.
bro, for real. Mm-hmm.
Okay, and I feel like another important thing about motivation is staying positive. Have you ever met those people where the smallest thing happens and they just get completely derailed from
Bro,
like,
yes, I have. I have, man.
yeah,
Like I was one man. I ain't gonna hold you. Like I was kind of one of the people. It was like if I am riding my high horse and something knocks me off, bro, everything is over with. I'm like, oh man, this is crazy. And it could be me doing very well too, like doing good. And then the moment that something bad happens, it all just like this is stupid. Everything is going to crap. I don't even want to do this anymore. I'm not having fun. I want to go home. Like I
I've
just keep
never
going.
seen you as that type, bro, to do something. I've never seen you do something like that.
Yeah, it's normally like I'll keep it to myself, right? Like I would try not to let everyone know. And again, like back in the day, you feel me?
Oh, okay.
And yeah, but I definitely know what you mean. Someone who can be really okay, and then the moment something happens, everything just kind of changes for them. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, and then they just stop working towards whatever it is over the smallest thing. It's like, yo, in my head, it might be like, bro, it's not this serious, just move forward. But
yeah,
for them, it's just like, oh, why do things have to be like this? Why can't things be another way? It's yeah, some people are pretty wild, man.
yeah. And I
Um,
think with me, it was more like moments, and then once the day is over, I'm fine. But I get what you're saying. You're talking like people who are working towards something like larger, and then something stops them, and then they throw in the towel, or yeah, yeah. That's a little different.
yeah.
Yeah, that.
Also, I feel like it's important to be reflective. You see what I'm saying? Because like, say
Hmm.
you do something and it doesn't work. Reflect on that. See what you did wrong. See what you did right, and
Yeah.
utilize whatever those a combination of the two, and
Hmm.
and form another routine or another way to get what you're trying to get. You see what I'm saying? So it's just important to be reflective and change based on it. Stop trying the same thing over and over and trying to figure out why it doesn't work.
That,
Okay?
and
It's time to
you
come
know
up
what
with
the
a new plan.
you know what the crazy part is though?
What's
People
up?
would think that that is like their definition of consistency. They're like, if I just keep doing it,
The
it might
same.
not hit all these times, but I'm gonna hit it this one time. So that's like a fine line for people. You know what I mean? Because some people call it insanity, some people call it staying 10 toes down. So it becomes like what you know what I'm saying? Like, what am I
Yeah.
actually? Am I
I
doing
think
this?
you
Am I doing the right thing? Or
I think you got to be consistent with the things that work. Okay? So
yeah,
consistency is good, but
hmm,
that's like I hate to say, but like sometimes you know how you see those people in the gym
yeah,
for years and like nothing changes. So like
yes,
it's kind
I
of
know
it's kind of
exactly
like
what you
that.
mean.
It's kind of
Like
like
change,
that.
yeah, get a coach. Something got to be different because whatever you've been doing over the last couple of years, you
It's
know,
not working.
not
Whatever it
working.
is, whatever it
Hmm.
is. Like yeah, it's cool that you're in the gym, but maybe the workout isn't intense enough. Maybe your
Right.
diet isn't what it needs to be. But yeah, something needs to change. And yeah.
Not facts. Is it simple as that? Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, man. But all right, what you think, bro? We gave him enough motivation today.
I think also that people need to learn how to adapt and be flexible. Life is going to
Mhm.
throw many curveballs at you,
It's a good one.
and things are not going to be this perfect straight road to success. You
Yep.
have to learn how to roll with the punches, change your strategy, change your vision a little bit, tweak it
Mhm.
based on what you've been given, based on what life has given you. You need to create the best outcome for that. So
Yeah.
be learn to adapt, be flexible, and let's get to this money.
There
And
you
that's
go.
it.
Hey, look, if you ain't feeling motivated after this video, I don't know what to tell you, man. Look, all right. As always, follow us on the Facebook, Investors Playbook LLC, Instagram, Spotify, all that. Make sure you check us out. If you want some more motivation, come join the group. We chatting it up in there for real. So come holler at us. You got anything else, bro?
Nope. Come holler at us, man. We here. Facebook group. We'll see y'all there. My
All
bad.
right.
Yeah.
Catch y'all on the next one, man. Peace out.
Peace.